What's up, rockers? Today I want to talk about the Beatles a little bit. So, I believe, all their actual studio releases, plus a few specials like the anthologies, of course, the mandatory red and blue. They're just awesome, honestly. They're great compilations, and they actually are necessary compilations to own if you want all the hits and especially all the tracks. And some of the anthologies actually come in handy for that as well. But there's a couple songs on the red and blue that are not on the studio versions. Now, this is more so true. I think there is. Hang on. A lot of these are on Abbey Road, the White Album. Yeah, I don't think it's much of a problem with this one as it is the red. But I know, like, We Can Work It Out. There's just several tracks on here because I remember going through my hard drive when I'm trying to like get all my favorite Beatles songs. I was trying to go off the studio release, and I actually had to tap into the compilation to get some of the songs I wanted. So, like I said, I don't like to research stuff before because I don't like to seem fake or staged. So, if I don't know something like off the top of my head, I will gladly, no shame, admit to that. But yeah, I know for a fact, definitely on this one. I'm pretty sure on here too. So they're both pretty necessary compilations. And also, I used the greatest hits version of A Day in the Life because it cuts a lot of the freaking nonsense out. What I mean by nonsense is a lot of times they had like unnecessary intros and outros to some of their songs. And to me, I don't know, I just always thought that was annoying. We're going to dig into those. And these are actually Apple presses. I believe these are 1993. I don't have my original blue one anymore, I don't think. I believe that's the one I lent to my dad years ago for his truck, and I don't think I ever got it back. I think he still has it. Yeah, I bought this one in 2013 at Positively Records in Levittown for $15. This might... No, I still don't think that's... Yeah, it's not. Because I started my job at place I'm at now in 2013, around that, actually just before that, actually. And I remember going to, before I started working there, my dad still lived in PA, and he would deliver sulfuric acid in one of his stops, and he lives 2 hours away from me, mind you. One of his stops was actually the place I ended up working at, and whenever he was up in my area, I would go with him to do his delivery because he wanted to hang out with me, which is, I miss those days, honestly. But yeah, he used to be listening to this CD in his truck then, so shortly before that. So I'd say this is the one I rebought. So I know for a fact my original one I had a lot longer. The red one. Let's see what we got. The red one. Okay, this is one of those ones I did that with. Wow, this one I mixed this from 2006 yet. Now, mind you, none of my actual CDs look like that. However, back then, I used to have them in the car all the time. Like I said, that's my actual one. This will probably still play it. I keep these for nostalgic reasons because I forget what I even had on this, but 2006, what was I doing in 2006? That was 3 days after I turned 16 years old. So, I have an idea what I was doing. And this is at the time, which is actually still pretty accurate. This at the time was actually some of my favorite Beatles songs that I come up with. Now, I don't think I knew The Night Before yet. Night Before is, oh my, Ticket to Ride, still probably one of my favorite songs of all time. It's Golden Slumbers. There's so many amazing tracks they have. They are one of the greatest rock and roll bands of all time. Straight up. This one's actually not in that bad a shape for the age either. I know I probably should actually. Probably what I should do is put the actual one. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't do that. I love talking about the Beatles. This one is probably my original. I don't think I ever bought a second copy of that because... Oh, what the hell is this? I remember that. I don't remember when I got it, but I remember having it. That's funny. Toys R Us. That don't even exist anymore, I don't think. I don't know if this one will have a... I wish it did, because this is old. I had this probably, God, high school probably. Definitely before March 5th, 2006. This one too. I gotta put that one in too. Like I said, all my actual CDs are in At least all the ones I bought myself. I think this one might have been new, actually. That might, I don't know. I'm actually really surprised I don't have the receipt. This is when I got around the time I got in the light scribe. Actually, this one's not really even that old. I live in my current house now. This is December 25th, 2015. I could use a light. The problem with the light scribe is over time they do wear down. But as you can see, the CDs hold up really well. So we're gonna put that back. You can tell I was playing it in the Pioneer 6-disc cartridge. They always have those freaking rings around them after a while. I love them as players because they're so freaking cool loading them up into the cartridge, but they have a tendency to scratch the discs up a little bit. The anthologies. These took me a long time to find. As you can see, Positively Records is known for putting the red line over the used stuff, which actually Volume 1 and 3 I got at Positively Records, no doubt in my mind. But this one here, however, I found later on. I think I got this at Young Ones in Kutztown. Or did I get this? Yeah, I might have got this at Positively Records too. But years and years later. That was actually somewhat recent, if I recall correctly. These are on Apple. The thing about the Beatles is everything that they have sounds good. Like, they don't put out crap quality recordings. Even their 8-tracks sound good. Not okay, like legit good. Like, I would actually play one of those and be like, oh, check this out. This is nice. Oh, yeah, look at this. This is why I do this. I was 20 years old. I haven't even turned. I wasn't even old enough to drink yet. I got for $6 at Positively Records. Like I said, I'm a very nostalgic man. That back in the one of my lights up here is having a seizure. It's actually driving me freaking. I'm gonna take that hell down. It's actually legit pissing me off. Put that back on later. Alright. That came out of the thing. Like I said, they're all in perfect condition. That's the Anthology too. Usually the Apple CDs, I always liked, and actually, I gotta mention the vinyl copies too. Would always have the uncut but you know, Apple uncut, you know, in its whole, and then you would have it sliced on the B side. I didn't even look at the receipt yet, did I? On this one. This is the Beatles Anthology too. When did I get this? Did I pass it? Wow, didn't tell me I didn't put a freaking a slip in here. Maybe I didn't. That pisses me off. Yeah, maybe I didn't put a freaking a tag in it. Hey, you know, I can't get it right every time. Just know that this one I found years and years later. Man, that sucks. I could have sworn I freaking... Okay. Time for the Anthology number 3. I actually didn't even give you guys a chance to look at the track listing, so I'll get that on there. If you want to pause it and check it out, you are more than welcome to do that. I'm not going to sit there and read it off to you, though. I'm sure some of you guys will probably get boring. Or, get boring. Get bored. Alright, now we're digging into some of the studio albums. So, Please Please Me. Look familiar? I think it does. I think I showed that already, but if not, you'll see it again quick. Yeah, like I said, it does not matter what Beatles CD you have, they all sound incredible. Of course, the original pressing. Anna is one of the best Beatles songs ever, if anybody who hasn't heard that. Oh, I love when they do this. Also, March 8th, 2014, the Beatles Please Please Me. You see there, I always write it extra because their stuff's known for fading out. So these are the CDs I bought that day. That's just awesome. And usually what I do if I'm in the mood for listening, which I'm not right. Well, I am in the mood for listening right now. I'm always in the mood for listening. But I have to actually go to work, leave for working a little bit. There's your track listing for it. These are all 1980s ever Capitol pressings, or Apple pressings, whatever the hell you want to call it, AMI. It don't freaking matter. With the Beatles. I said every one of their albums is loaded with good songs. They are one of the greatest rock and roll bands of all time, and they're still so relevant today. It's not even funny. And there's a lot of people that bash them and say they're overrated, but honestly, that's what you think about the Beatles, and it's okay to not like the Beatles or say they're not for you, or maybe you're not into that style of rock. But to sit there and say they're nothing more than a pop band or an overrated band, you have no idea what you're talking about. I'm sorry, it's flat out. This one I got Columbus Flea Market in New Jersey for $5 on July 24th, 2011. So I was 21 years old. 11 years ago. That was probably the last time I was at Columbus Market. Man, I miss those freaking days. Columbus, New Jersey, about a half hour, 40 minutes from Levittown. My dad used to take us there all the time. I got 2 copies of this one, actually. Wonder why that is. I probably bought it and didn't realize I had it. Or forgot that I had it. Oh, so I actually got this one later. I must have forgot that I had it. I got that one at Positively Records on January 4th, 2014. So I was working up at a place I'm working now. Time flies, man. Hard Day's Night. Should have known better is really good. Can't Buy Me Love. Like I said, there's so many great songs. And so many different styles of music, too. Make sure they got some poppy ones. They got some hard rock ones. They have so much good music. It's not. They don't need any introduction. So I got this one the same day. Beatles for Sale, Hard Day's Night, Yellow Submarines. I bought 5 Beatles CDs that day at Positively Records. Beatles for Sale. I love their early stuff. So good. There it is. Help. This has one of my favorite ones on there. The track 2, The Night Before. If you haven't heard that, please listen to it. It is so good. And actually, there's a lot of songs. Help, The Night Before, You've Got to Hide Your Love Away. Ticket to Ride, so good. It's just amazing. Yesterday, incredible stuff. This actually is one that has a shiny center hub. The playing service is fine, but for some reason the center hub seems to take some scratch. Oh yeah. Okay, so this one here's one's pretty cool. My wife used to work part-time at the Dunkin' Donuts. She quit in December of last year. So this is one of the last ones. So I used to put this sticker on and I must have been listening to the CD in the truck, or the Edge at the time. And ironically, that was also the morning of the 1000th episode of Breakfast with the Beatles on 102.9 MGK. And when did I get it? December 21st, 2013. Hang on. December 21st. Oh, never mind. I'm an idiot. I literally just saw that was. I was about to see if it was exactly the date 9 years later. Not even close. I'm an idiot. All right, forget that. Yeah, another great album. Now we're on to Rubber Soul, which is guess what? Another classic, excellent Beatles album. What do we got here? Beatles. So got that for $6. And again, Positively Records on Warner Avenue in Levittown. That was, what day was that? Looks like February 15th, 2014. Oh, 8 years ago. They were still in Road Location yet. Beatles Revolver, yet another excellent album. Surprise, surprise on that, huh? There's a disc. Like I said, I definitely prefer early presses. That was December 21st of 2013, which I literally just had one from exactly a year after that. $6. Now these CDs are usually a little bit more expensive now, especially with the resurgence of I almost dropped the F-bomb on you. With the resurgence of, physical medium. I don't know why people went away from it to begin with, but now they're getting back into it, which I guess is a good thing, but it's a bad thing too because they're driving all my prices back up. Same thing with vintage audio. Crazy. Oh yeah, I forgot this one's on orange writing. When did I get this? Oh, there it is. Looks like I got that also on December 21st, 2013. Positively Records. Alright. Magical Mystery Tour, another classic. The vinyl version of this is actually pretty cool. They were definitely experimenting with their music a lot at that point, but they still had some good stuff. Like I said, every single one of their albums is loaded with good songs. And most of their later ones have a few goofy songs on there too. Again, Positively Records, 12/21/13 for $6. Sometimes I love being nostalgic. I actually have to write out the slips for all the ones I got the other day. Of course, you gotta have the white album. This is not an original press. This is a secondary one, I guess, I would think. It might be. I don't know. I have to look it up. I don't think it is. I think the original one would have been, shiny silver like all the other ones. That's okay. If you want to hear some cool stereo effects, listen to Revolution #9. I mean, the song sucks, but some of the sounds you get out of it is pretty cool. Oh, there it is. $12, 12/21/13. Positively Records again. I'm gonna go to Limited. I got all my Beatles stuff Positively Records over the years. Yellow Submarine. All you need is Love's one of my favorite ones. Again, that's an early press. And January 4th, 2014 for $5 at Positively Records. I have 2 copies of Abbey Road. Yeah, I do. I wonder what the story behind that is, how I acquired 2. I don't know what I could get for these. I sold them all. Not that I would, but if I sold all of them in one lot, like now, I bet I'd fetch over $100 for that stack on eBay. Easily. Yeah, 12/21/13. So shortly after I started at my job I'm at now. Time flies, man. This one was $5. I don't know where the hell I got that at. Probably a flea market. I probably saved it. Doing what I feel was my duty. Yep. Columbus Flea Market, $5. July 29th, 2011. That's cool. So at least I was relatively smart about my doubles. I got them both at a flea market, so I didn't I don't know what my thought process was, but I saved them. Maybe it's one of those situations where I didn't realize I already had them. I don't know. Who knows what my thought process was at that time. Let it be the final one. Now, a lot of their goofy compilations they come out with that have literally, they put out they're not greatest hits album, but there are a lot of compilations. Like I know Hey Jude is one of them. It's not a studio album, but it was released in every format except for CD though. Let it be. What do we got here? Oh, I had to be different on this one. I put it on the side. 12/21/13. Positively Records. And ironically enough, to this day, I still put those, get those Post-it notes and put them in my CDs when I buy them for nostalgic reasons. I didn't do them to the 2 recent trips I had, but I have them all sitting here waiting to get a sticker on them. Anyway, guys, Let me know what you guys think of the Beatles. You guys Beatles fans, not Beatles fans? Let me know what you think. And if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. Enjoy your day, and of course, rock on.